USA 9 News at 5. We're reflecting on the deadly insurrection at the U.S. Capitol 5 years later.
But I said, something's wrong here. Something's really wrong. Can't have happened. And we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Moments after hearing President Donald Trump speak on the ellipse on January 6, 2021, a pro-Trump mob stormed the Capitol. They demanded the results of the 2020 presidential election be overturned.
4 police officers died as a result of the riot, as well as 1 rioter. Around 140 other officers were injured.
The Justice Department charged more than 1,000 people with crimes related to the insurrection, but President Trump pardoned many of them last January in one of the first acts of his second term. And today, some of those people returned to the ellipse to hold another march, calling the insurrection a setup.
Right now, a vigil is just about to begin at the Capitol Reflecting Pool, calling January 6th a day of infamy. There is so much to unpack 5 years later. So we thank you for being here with us on the journey tonight. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Lorenzo Hall. So we were right here with you 5 years ago. And tonight we're bringing you the same team coverage you've come to count on from WUSA 9. First, let's get to our chief investigative reporter, Eric Flack, who joins us live from the Capitol tonight, where lawmakers held an emotional hearing focused on this attack.
Yeah, and Flack, 5 years later, Democratic lawmakers say some Republicans are even fighting efforts to honor police who protected the Capitol that day with a plaque.
Yeah, Les, 5 years later, still litigation going on here about what actually happened that day. And today, police officers who survived January 6th, the family of a police officer who died defending the Capitol, say the fact that there is not a plaque like this one permanently installed here at the U.S. Capitol is an outrage. In a city full of monuments and memorials, right now there is no marker at the U.S. Capitol of what happened here 5 years ago, when law enforcement fought back thousands of rioters. Former U.S. Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn and D.C. Police Officer Daniel Hodges were right there among them, both part of a packed hearing room Tuesday, marking the 5-year anniversary of January 6th. Video of Hodges' brutal assault by those rioters replayed to drive home the brutality of the day.
I mean, I've seen that video so many times. But the audio is it always seizes me. You know, it's very arresting.
Hodges and Dunn are fighting for this replica plaque displayed outside the hearing room to become reality. Approved by lawmakers in 2022, the plaque is supposed to be displayed outside the West Terrace to honor all police who defended the Capitol that day. But Speaker of the House Mike Johnson has blocked it from going up. On Monday, Johnson questioned the legality of the legislation that required the plaque's creation.
Well, one is the law. I think that's the easy answer.
Hodges and Dunn have sued the architect of the Capitol over the delay.
It's an accurate representation about what happened that day, and it honors the police officers for their efforts and their service that day.
What emotions do you feel that it's not up?
It's a slap in the face.
And what does all this resistance symbolize to you?
They don't respect reality.
The family of U.S. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, who died the day after the attack on the Capitol, drove from New Jersey to mark the 5-year anniversary at Tuesday's hearing. Craig Sicknick holding tight to his brother's U.S. Capitol Police hat, included in belongings just returned to the family by the FBI 1 month ago.
And honestly, at the end of it all, my brother died for absolutely nothing.
You believe that?
That's what I say. I say, what did he die for?
What did he die for? Speaker Johnson says the reason that this plaque is not up in his eyes is because the legislation that created it was part of a funding bill. He says that's not a legitimate way to do something like this, and if Democrats want a plaque like this permanently installed here at the Capitol, they can go through the proper channels. Meanwhile, the Justice Department trying to get that lawsuit brought by officers Dunn and Hodges thrown out of court. Reporting live here at the U.S. Capitol, Eric Flack, WUSA 9.